Lord, what is man that you care for him, mortal man that you keep him in mind? The preacher in our first reading, and at that stage not yet having a sense of eternal life, speaks about the futility and the meaningless of life, where it's just one cycle, one thing after another, and he can do nothing about it. And God, in his reckless abandon of love, breaks into that cycle of meaninglessness, futility of the human condition, the predicament that we find ourselves in. And the trouble is that many in our world today don't yet really grasp the predicament that they are in without God. And so God took the initiative, and he sent his Son who Peter declared was the Messiah, the Anointed One. But Jesus says so much more about himself at the end of the Gospel. He said that he, the Son of Man, is destined to suffer grievously, to be rejected. So he, sent by the Father out of a broken heart of love for us, in order to rescue us, in order to redeem us, sent his Son to go right to the end, to take upon himself our human condition, our abandonment of God, our rejection of God even, all that he took upon himself, right through into the jaws of death, into the belly of the beast of death, in order to overcome it. We can lose a sense of the awfulness of sin from which we need to be rescued. And so the cross is both a sign of the extremity of God's love, but also the awfulness of the sin from which we need to be rescued and its consequence, death. When I think of my own sin, how heavy a burden that was for Christ. Everyone in this church now, but think of everybody in the world today. What a weight of sin Christ took upon himself. But then we go back to all the generations, right back to Adam, and all those yet to come. No wonder he sweated blood. But he did take it upon himself, and he did rescue us, and he rose again on the third day in order to take our human nature with him right into the Father's presence, and to take us all with him if we remain united with him in intimacy, knowledge, and love. Let us join him now in his self-offering to the Father on the altar in our great act of thanksgiving, that is the Holy Eucharist.